Refusal to renew the non-Lagarde cooperative threat reduction program will put an end to the multi-billion-dollar effort financed largely by American taxpayers. And this is financed by American taxpayers. Yeah, right. How much they putting on that? Probably about $1,000. They ain't putting too much on that because the bankers is really getting most of that money. That is widely credited with removing all nuclear weapons from the former Soviet Union republics of Ukraine, Kazakhstan, and Belarus, deactivating more than 7,600 strategic nuclear warheads and eliminating huge stockpiles of nuclear missiles and chemical weapons, as well as launchers and other equipment and military sites that supported unconventional weapons. The American side knows that we would not want a new extension of Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Ryabkov told the news agency Interfax. This is not news. In other words, it's not news because everybody knows that Russia and America never got along. And right now, those ties are getting looser and looser. The things that the American people is doing overseas, Russia and China, well, they call them the BRIC nations now. The things that these Americans is doing overseas, Russia, China, and the other BRIC nations do not like. So they cutting all ties because they're getting ready for this World War III, which is right around the corner, which the scriptures clearly prophesy.
Got something? This is Obadiah, verse 1 and 2. The vision of Obadiah thus saith the Lord power concerning Edom. Edom is you so-called white people, because you're not white, you're red. That's what the name Edom means. We have heard a rumor from the Lord and an ambassador intent among the heathen. Arise ye and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
That means, that's talking about you so-called white people. He's made you small among the heathen, meaning he made you hated amongst the other nations.
Thou art greatly despised.
Greatly despised. If you greatly despise, you hate it. And you Edomites in America seem to think that y'all shouldn't be hated for all the evils that y'all do in the earth.
The pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. So, I mean, how can you get around that scripture? I mean, because it said, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. What does the word Caucasian mean? It means cave dweller. Why? Because y'all dwelt in the caves of the earth. So this prophecy is speaking against you,
want to go underground.
Damn devils, you so-called white people.
Right.
Whose habitation is high. That saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? That's the same attitude y'all carry to this day. Y'all got that proud look on your faces. Every time we out here, you know, y'all fan y'all hands or y'all like, you know, talk shit in your cars. You know, that shit thinking America's not gonna fall.
Oh, look at these guys, these fucking niggers.
Though thou exalt thyself as the equal. I mean, when you look on the American flag, I mean, what do you see? A representation of the equal. That's been your symbol since the Greek Empire. And though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. That's talking about your little space program. Once the chariots is going to nuke away that shit. Once y'all shine, when you start seeing the price.
Shit really going on. They came from way down the street, came across to this plane. Yeah, when the other side is clear. You can film the other side right now. It was clear. So why did they come all the way close to this camp to have them loud ass fucking horns
just
and
to
shit?
turn on their fucking siren.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Because they know who we are.
The street was clear.
Because they know who we are.
Just go on the other side of the street.
Because they know they know who we are.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
No, that's
they all know who we are.
Go ahead,
Alright, if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, art thou cut off, but they have not stolen till they had enough.
Right. When a thief comes to steal your property, they come, they steal, they get what they get, and they leave the rest. And yeah, they keep it moving. They'll leave you with whatever else that they didn't want or need. Edomites, these so-called white people, will steal until there's nothing left. They'll steal and shit. You'll come back. Then they'll try to wait till you go to sleep to steal some more. Then they'll pretend to be a friend just so they can steal some more. Not because they need it or want it, just because. Yeah, just because they can. And that's what Edomites do. That's what you so-called white people always did.
I mean, and that's their track record. Since they came over here, the Gadites and the rest of the tribes taught them how to cultivate the land. How did they pay them back? By giving them smallpox and doing biological warfare on them until they killed them off and was able to subdue them in their own land.
Right.
That's how they took over America, and that's what they still doing to this day. That's why they over in the Middle Eastern countries trying to take their resources.
Right. That's all you Edomites is good for, is thievery. That's why when we get y'all into slavery, we ain't gonna have no mercy on you. Matter of fact, the Lord said there's not gonna be any mercy for you. Yes, slavery is coming for all you so-called white people. And yes, you're looking at your slave masters. We're only a small part of it. Go ahead, Oscar.
Alright, I'll start back. If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee.
That's right, because all your so-called friends in the UN and EU, they're gonna shoot missiles to America as well. America is gonna be completely destroyed. That's the future of the daughter of Babylon. And if you didn't know, America is the daughter of Babylon. America is also Mystery Babylon, and also Assyria, and all the other wicked nations that is mentioned in the Bible, slotted for destruction. And I got another article here that kind of that's going to explain another thing that's going to come here.
If you got a question, you can address us over here.
Yeah, you can address us from over there. The King James Bible. Yeah, I'm about to bring out this family. This is the article. The headline of this article says, "The term food unrest will become part of our daily vocabulary." I'm going to read a couple of lines from here. Brown tells the Daily Ticker, it reflects the imbalance between supply of food and demand of food globally. On the demand side, says Brown, is a growing global population. 80 million more people born each year and more people moving up in the food chain, which means as many as 3 billion people are consuming more grain, essential products like meat, milk, and eggs. Rising affluence may have eclipsed population growth as a major demand factor for food prices, says Brown. And in the U.S., about 1/3 of the corn crop is diverted to produce ethanol for gasoline. We're now using more grain for fuel cars than to feed livestock and poultry, says Brown. On the supply side, severe drought in the U.S., Russia, the Ukraine, Pakistan, Kyrgyzstan has crushed grain harvest at a time when crop yields are stagnating in many countries. Rice yields in Japan haven't increased at all, and the same is true for the wheat yields in France, Germany, and the UK, says Brown. He doesn't expect that glass ceiling will be broken anytime soon. We're doing everything we know how to do. We've eliminated nutrient constraints, moisture constraints, and we've designed the most efficient plans we can. There's not much else to do. In other words, that famine is coming. Actually, that famine been here. Because right now, little do y'all know, everybody is still eating shit in the nasty parts, the unrighteous parts of animals.
Unclean.
And
your motorhomes. I'll tell you, they put everything in one jar, one bowl. They not playing. Guts,
Right.
shit, hubs, everything is going in one bowl and one bowl.
right, and that's all.
You ain't even supposed to eat the organ.
Right, right.